Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of Gridiron Glory Alumni Football live this afternoon from Colmesneil, Texas. I'm Rob Hipp alongside my good friend Michael Francis. We are standing by for our country's national anthem. Stay with us. Gridiron Glory Alumni Football starting in just a few moments. A beautiful rendition of our country's national anthem. Welcome to another edition of Gridiron Glory Alumni Football right here on the home of Gridiron Glory, SHN Sports.
All right.
I'm Rob Hipp alongside my good friend Michael Francis. Today it is the Colmesneil Bulldogs alumni as the home team. They will host the Warren Warriors. We are set for a good one. Alumni football alive and well right here in East Texas. Michael, as always, partner, good to have you here in the booth with me, my friend.
It's great to be here, Rob. I'm really looking forward to this. Small town football in the state of Texas is big, just as it is on Friday nights.
Well, we wanted to announce before we get started here some special announcements. Marie Stevens, a family member of one of the players in the hospital. Please join us in a moment of silence and prayer for Mrs. Marie Stevens. Thank you for that. Again, our prayer will be with her. And we also want to take another moment of silence. W.T. Johnson, the head coach of the Newton Eagles, passed away recently. Our thoughts and prayers go out with the head coach family of Mr. Johnson. Please join us as we honor Coach Johnson and the Newton family from Newton Eagles. Well, again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Tonight, Colmesneil, the Bulldogs, will be in their white jerseys, red pants. Some of them wearing white, actually. They're a little bit mixed up. There's actually one player down there. I believe that is Hands is what his nickname down there, Michael. These alumni football games always takes us a little bit of time to get into rhythm here. But we are set to get started here in just a few moments. And Colmesneil will kick this one off, and we are underway from right to left. This ball will sail and drops into the hands of Warren. The back-off return men, Mark Esway, and Esway powers his way across the 30. He'll be down at the 35. It'll be first down and 10 for the Warren Warriors. They've got it actually, Michael, at the 36. Good start here and good field position for the Warren Warriors alumni.
Well, looking forward to good Saturday night football here in Colmesneil. You're pulling double duty today as it is a big weekend for SHN Sports after you called the Georgetown Eagles securing their state bid and headed to Dale Diamond next week.
Been a busy day. We're excited to be here. They'll actually move it back to the 35 on the left hash mark.
And he is going to hand it off number 21, Chris Martin. Chris is going to run it for about 4 yards, and it's going to be a 2nd and 6 for the Warriors.
We may just have to kill the crowd mic there, unfortunately, friends. The public address announcer doing play-by-play, and it's a little difficult to match that, Michael. We don't fault him for that. Just sometimes that's the way it goes, and so we will have to kill that crowd mic, unfortunately, so we can be able to call this game. Be second down and long here for Warren. They'll have the ball on the 38-yard line. Quarterback is in shotgun. Triplets up to the left. That quarterback, Jared Barclay. Barclay will get the high snap. Or beg your pardon, it's actually Bordelin. And the handoff here, boy, it'll take us a while to get into rhythm here. We apologize, friends. Handoff here, maybe a gain of 1. It'll be second down, actually 3rd down and 5 from the 40. We'll get into rhythm, Michael. Always takes us a little bit here.
Nothing to it the way we do it.
Always a true honor and privilege to broadcast for Gridiron Glory. We've had an awesome partnership with George Cox and his wonderful staff for many years now, and looking forward to continuing the second opportunity here for us this year. 3rd down and 5. Moreland in shotgun. He will hand off to his running back, Brian Reed, a 2012 alum, and Reed over to the right side. No gain on the play. It'll bring up 4th down and 5. A lot of times in these alumni games, Michael, especially here on the 40, we may see Warren go for it here.
Well, when these guys are playing at this age, a lot of times they don't want to punt the ball. They're going to go out there and go for it.
Looking through here, we have some alum back in the 1999. There's actually a 1995 alum, at least on the roster here, Johnny Walters for the Warren Warriors. Man, these guys, I admire them from getting out here, Michael, as I'm not joking. I couldn't even barely get up the steps, man. I got to start lay off the Whataburger, brother. 4th down and 5. Warren will line up to go for it here. Quarterback is in shotgun. He fumbles the snap, does Bordelin, and he will drop back. We'll take a look at that one here if we can get the replay. Go ahead and pull up the replay here, Michael. We've got it on our screen. Nice feature that we introduced here just recently. A turnover on downs, a possession that started on their own 35. Not able to go anywhere here is the Warren Warriors alum.
Colmesneil, with the benefit of wearing their white unis, and Warren wearing the black unis, and getting bombarded by this western sun. And so I know that they've got to be feeling it in those black uniforms.
Colmesneil will start an excellent field position here on the Warriors' 35-yard line.
They only have 10 players out there.
Pitch back, and the running back, Mike Baker, fumbling the ball, and luckily able to get back down on it for a loss on the play. Michael, looks like a loss of about 4. It'll bring up 2nd down and 14, all the way back to the 39. Dalton Davis will check into the game for the first time for Colmesneil, and heading back over to the sidelines is Mike Baker. So we'll call it 2nd and 14 as they are backed up now to their Warrior 38. A little bit hard here as there's not dashes in between, so we just kind of have to guesstimate, but we'll get it as close as we can, Mike.
It's going to be good. It's going to be good.
Colmesneil will line up, nobody wide. Quarterback under center. Turning around is Kyle Tant. Tant will hand off to his back, powering his way forward on the left side. And finally getting back near the original line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain on that one of 5. Dalton Davis, the 2016 alum. He does pick up back to the original line +1. It'll be 3rd down and a long 9 for the Bulldogs here on their home field. A lot of folks here in Colmesneil making their way out on a Saturday night. We talked about earlier, Michael, how much we love coming here to these small towns. And this is your first time joining us for Gridiron Glory, but you've helped me on many games before. But you and I talked about it, Nathan especially on the way. One of the biggest joys of coming here for Gridiron Glory is getting to travel to a lot of small towns, and literally the entire town show up, and it's just a fun, family fun event here with these football games, Michael.
Well, it reminds me of the town I grew up in. I noticed as I was coming in, the population of 598 here in Colmesneil.
3rd down and 9 as Tant will roll to the right. Tant, tuck and run, trying to avoid 2 defenders, and he'll be brought down on the right side. A loss on the play. He decided to take off running, and he'll lose about 2. It'll be 4th down, and we'll see where the official marker is. We'll call it 4th down and 11, Michael. And here in this area, we should expect Colmesneil to go for it.
I suspect they would. Well, the small town that I grew up in only had a population of 684. So relatively similar in size.
That was about Georgetown when I was born and raised. Now it's 75,000. I was actually 4,000 people when I was born in '84, and it has blossomed to 75,000, one of the fastest growing towns in America, the Austin suburb.
Georgetown, a beautiful town. In fact, my youngest son and his girlfriend are talking about when they get married moving to Georgetown.
Ball on the right hash mark, 4th down and about 11 here for the Bulldogs. Punt fake by Tant. Throws one deep over to the right side. Jumping up and knocked away. Great defensive play there by Warren to knock that away. And it'll be a turnover on downs. We'll take a look at that one on the replay.
First and 10 for the Warriors.
Boy, had a good look at it, and I believe that may have been Devin Hadnot knocking it down if that was a 1-0 on his jersey. I couldn't see that. In any case, great defensive job there. Able to knock that ball away, and it'll bring up first down and 10. Second possession of the afternoon for the Warren Warriors with 6:41 to go here in the first quarter.
Nathan doing a really good job on the camera work.
And Nathan upstairs high for us today. And it is pretty high up there. He had to climb up the ladder to get on top of the building. Appreciate Nathan and all that he does. First down and 10. They'll start right away again on their own 35 as the previous possession. Hand off to the right side. Flag flies, though, there on the left side of the field. The ball carrier on that play for the Warren Warriors was number 9, Josh Borderland. See if we can see anything here on the replay, Michael.
Well, Warren didn't really have a shot. As you can see, Colmesneil filled the box. And closed all the running gaps.
May have been a little bit of a flinch here. What's the official call? It is against Colmesneil. So it's not on Warren, it's against Colmesneil, and it'll be first down and 5, a 5-yard penalty there, Michael.
A 5-yard variety.
Forgot about that, the variety, baby. That's what we always call it, the variety.
He got the granola bar gain on that penalty.
First down and 5 for Warren. They're in their black jerseys we talked about earlier. They'll show up as gray on your screen. Their numbers are in orange. Quarterback standing in shotgun on the 35. Pitch back to Mark Esway, and Mark Esway powers his way forward to the 45. Good pickup, and that may be enough for a first down. And it is. Good run there by Esway, getting the first down of this ball game for either team. It comes here at the 5:57 mark in the first quarter of action. The clock will run. First down and 10 from the 45. The ball resting on the left hash mark for the Warren Warriors. As they will break out of the huddle, Keldron Chapman to the right side alongside of Brian Reed as those two receivers down to the right. Again, first down and 10. From their own 45 is Warren. Snap back. Borderland has it. He will pitch over to Brian Reed. Brian Reed finds daylight on the left side across the 30 into Colmesneil territory, and he's finally brought down around the 15. What a play there by Warren.
That's going to set up another Warriors. First down.
Good job on that play. We'll see it here on the replay. It was actually a pass over, and Brian Reed able to pick it up. And running his way back down there to the left side. Good job by Reed on that play, Michael.
He found the gap there through the middle and crossed the field and took it to the other side with a huge gain.
Warren moving the chains twice on this possession. 5:18 to go here in the first. They're in Bulldog territory, right at the 20-yard line, now in the red zone for the first time this afternoon. Facing the sunshine here in beautiful Colmesneil, Texas, a 2A school. The captains earlier out there for Colmesneil was Mike Baker, Kyle Tant, Harrison Brown, and Jared Barclay. That's the one they call Hands, but we're back to the Warren Warriors here on a first down and 10. Fake pitch, this one into the back of Tyler Spell, the 2011 alum, and Spell able to put a little spell on that one and darts his way forward for a small gain. It'll be second down and 7, Mike.
He did. He took to the air to try to jump over a player on the ground and was upended at that point as the linebacker closed down and took him down.
Again, we appreciate you joining us. If you're watching this on YouTube, and wanting to know how can you get involved and get your team back out on the gridiron, very simple. Go to gridironglory.com. That's all you have to do. Follow the links there, and you'll be able to get your team back on the field. George Cox and his staff can help you. On second down and manageable, the pass over the left side, and wow, plowed down to the ground there. On the play after the reception was Josh Greenbaum.
Picks up another first down.
We'll take a look at that hit on the replay, Michael. Man, that was a powerful one, but he does pick up enough for the first down. Check this out all there on that left side. Boy, he had 3 coming in at him, and boom, the collision there right in the gut.
Yeah, he didn't have a chance. He lowered the shoulder, and he wasn't going to run through that guy.
First down and goal. The ball resting on the 10-yard line, moving from left to right. The Warren Warriors alumni trying to get on the board early with 4 minutes to go here in the first. Quarterback in shotgun is Bordelin. He will pass or pitch back over to Esway on the right side, and a good stop on that play, immediately getting hit by the Colmesneil Bulldogs alum, Harrison Brown, the 2016 graduate. Second down and goal. Loss on the play, though, of about 2. It'll bring up second down and goal. They've got to get 12 yards to punch this one in. And the sun is setting to our west, setting up beautiful shadows on the field here at Taylor Field. Just love being here in these small Texas towns, Michael. Another joy of doing these games. You know, we're from Austin. You told me on the way over here. We chatted on the phone. That always helps the trips go quicker as well. But just driving through some of the small towns and seeing so much beautiful scenery and the tall trees here in East Texas.
Yes, absolutely.
Second down and 12, backs to either side for Bordelin. He will keep it here, trying to dodge a defender, and then throws the ball, and it's incomplete at the 15-yard line. The intended receiver on the play, number 21, Chris Martin, the 2008 alum. Bring up third down and goal for the Warren Warriors.
Be interesting to see, Rob, if they can't punch it in, if they're going to go for the field goal.
Well, that ball resting, what would you say, about the 12? Maybe the 13?
Yeah, about the 13,
so you add 17 to 13. You're looking at about a 30-yard field goal attempt from where it stands currently. Of course, 10 yards from the goal line to the post, and add another 7 from the snap and the hold. Third down and goal. About 13 to go, Michael. Lucky 13 here for the Warriors, who have picked up a couple of first downs on this drive that started all the way back on their own 35. High snap to Bordelin. He will pass over to the left side, has his man, but able to drops it, and he runs into the fence there on that left side. Man, there's no padding out there on that bench. You better be ready.
Absolutely not. It's a chain link, so there's a little bit of give.
Take a look at that one on the replay. I believe the intended receiver may have been Brian Reed. I didn't catch that. We're sitting up here on the 50 to the left. Pass over, and it was Reed, and you see it right here on the replay. Man, as he came in, and boy, it looked like he almost went through that chain link. Luckily, he's able to get up. Thankful for the helmet.
He's fortunate that he went to the left of the post and not into the post.
Now to bring up fourth down and goal from the 13 for the Warren Warriors. The whistles will zap here, and a timeout is called by Colmesneil. We'll step aside and take a quick break. Fourth down and goal again from the 13. Colmesneil uses their first timeout. 2:38 to go first quarter. No score. We'll be right back here in a few moments. Welcome back to Colmesneil, Texas. Rob Hipp alongside my good friend Michael Francis for another edition of Gridiron Glory Alumni Football. The Warren Warriors driving. Their drive so far has stalled, though, as they got it to the 10-yard line. They've lost a couple of yards. This drive started out on their own 35. It's 4th down and goal from around the 13-yard line of Colmesneil. A final opportunity here for the Warren Warriors alum to punch it in. Josh Bordelin, the quarterback, in shotgun, will have a back to his left. That's Chris Martin. 2 receivers up to the left as well. And a man in motion over to the right side, and possibly a false start here before they got this one going, Michael.
Yep, and that's the indication from the ref. So they're going to back up 5 yards.
Probably see who jumped here on the replay. Maybe not from that. Yeah, there it was. It was looked
on
like
the right side of the line.
Yeah, just right of the center there.
The right tackle jumped offside. Or not jumped offside, put false start.
Heading into the game for Colmesneil, Corey Sherd, number 50. Now that'll set it back another 5. We'll call it 4th down and goal now. They've got about 18 to go. The ball just inside the 20-yard line. Looks like it's resting on about the 18 of the Bulldogs of Colmesneil. Warren Warriors not helping themselves here. Again, they got it to the 10-yard line, but the drive stalling. They've got one other opportunity here on a 4th down and goal. And we will see a field goal here, Michael. And you add 17 to 18, 35 yards. And I can't see that number. Is that 89 or 99?
I think it's 89.
89 would be Luis Perez.
Field goal, and it looks like it's going to be blocked.
And the field goal is blocked. And still with the ball here is Colmesneil, able to bring it back to around the 40-yard line. Good play there by the Bulldogs. We'll look at that one on the replay.
For the Bulldogs, that's going to set up the 1st and 10.
They get it to the 41.
Ryan Bray on the return for the Bulldogs.
Couldn't see there, unfortunately, who made that block. But a good return by Colmesneil, fighting through defenders and able to bring it down all the way near the 40-yard line and actually maybe a little bit past it. So a drive for the Warren Warriors. It started out on their own 35. They get it all the way down to the 10-yard line of Colmesneil. The drive stalls. They get backed up after penalties, resulting in a 4th and goal from the 18 and the blocked field goal on the Luis Perez, the 2013 alumni attempt. And it'll be the second possession of the afternoon for Colmesneil. They will have the ball on their own 43. 1st down and 10. The ball in between the hash marks as the Bulldogs will move from right to left. Again in their white jerseys, red pants, and time is called here by
Timeout is called for the Warriors.
Warren. So 1 timeout apiece. We'll step aside. 2:24 to go. No score as we're underway here at Gridiron Glory Alumni Football, presented by SHN Sports. Again, welcome back, friends, to this edition of Gridiron Glory Alumni Football right here on SHN Sports. Again, if you're watching this video, some of you, of course, watching as the replay, but if you're watching from another team or another community saying, man, how can I get back on the gridiron? Man, you didn't even have to play football in high school. All that it takes is one person to help get a team started. George Cox and his great staff can help you on the road to get back to the gridiron. There's a lot of semi-pro leagues out there and things like this, and the joy of Gridiron Glory, Michael, is you don't have to play every single week. You just want to come out and play maybe once, 2, maybe 3 times a year. You know, whatever your heart's desire is, if you can get the teams together, it'll happen, and that's what makes Gridiron Glory so great. And one of the reasons we really enjoy covering these games, gridironglory.com for more information. That's gridironglory.com. 1st down and 10 from their own 43. And a ball carrier, the handoff to Dalton Davis, the 2016 alum. And a gain of only 1 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
Yeah, it's neat to see these little towns and these guys being able to come back, and you have teammates that have been graduated for nearly 20 years playing out here, and you may have another teammate that he just graduated just this past weekend.
One of the cool things, too, we're up in the press box and some family sitting all the way to our right with a lot of little ones up here enjoying tonight's game. Again, a very family-friendly atmosphere at these Gridiron Glory games. 2nd down and 9 from just shy of their own 45. Over to the right side, powering his way forward, angling out of bounds. Good carry and a first down for Colmesneil. They'll pick up their first down of the afternoon. We'll take a look at the replay here as I missed the ball carry. I believe it was Dalton Davis again.
It was.
It was Davis, as he was really didn't have any penetration there that was trying to block him or stop him, and able to take advantage of those gaps on that right side. Now in the Warren Warriors territory from the 46-yard line. 1st down and 10 for Colmesneil on the right hash mark. With the sunshine to their backs, the lights are on here. Handoff over to the left side, going forward. And Cody Haynes.
That's Cody Haynes on the carry.
With about an 8-yard carry to the 39-yard line of the Warriors. Good pickup there on 1st down. It'll be 2nd down and manageable. .42 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Boy, Michael, this game, a long drive over here from Austin. This game is going quick for that long drive.
It sure is.
36 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Now, as Colmesneil will break out of the huddle. Kyle Tant will line up under center. We don't see that a lot here in Alumni football. A lot of shotgun formation. This is a real tight formation on the 40, actually, and there was a false start there on the left side. The flag will fly, and we could see it easily from here. Colmesneil.
Number 57.
Yeah, we'll take a look at the replay here. Zane Hilton looked like he jumped early there on your left side.
Now they're called offsides.
Wow.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a false start for the Bulldogs.
The Warren player came bounced, but he didn't come across, Michael.
On the Warriors.
That's the way it goes. Colmesneil will get the first down on the 5-yard penalty. That'll move the ball to the 35-yard line, inching ever closer with 9 seconds to go here in the first quarter. And they will just let that clock run down. We're through one. Each team has touched the ball twice. We'll move into the second quarter. No score. The Colmesneil Bulldogs on their home field here at Taylor Field threatening. We'll have action when we return. SHN Sports Gridiron Glory Alumni Football continues in just a few moments. Welcome back, Gridiron Glory Alumni Football here on SHN Sports as we start the second quarter. 12-minute quarters. It'll be 1st down and 10 for the Colmesneil Bulldogs, now facing the sun as they move from left to right. The ball resting on the Warren Warriors 35-yard line. Close to that left hash. Kyle Tant under center. Will get the snap as he spins around. A little miscommunication. The handoff to Harrison Brown. Luckily was able to make that contact, Michael. He almost fumbled that ball. A loss on the play.
In fact, he lost about 5 or 6 yards.
Well, friends, on this YouTube video, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. You'll stay up to date with all going on here on SHN Sports. Not to mention all that is going on with Gridiron Glory. We cover a lot of high school and collegiate sports here on SHN throughout the Central Texas, and not just Central Texas, but the Lone Star State. We're also expanding our network nationally. Make sure to follow us, subscribe to us, follow us on Facebook, subscribe to us right here on YouTube. 2nd down and 15 from the 40. Handoff again, and once again, the Warriors. Oh, the defense powerful tonight as they will drop back the runner for Colmesneil. A loss on the play. Another replay here, Michael. It's been great defense from Warren here to start things in the second quarter. Man, they brought 5 through, able to get to the running back easily. A ball carrier there, I believe, number, well, I thought it was 52, but there is no 52 on this roster.
Well, he stacked him up. May have been 57.
Yeah, 57 was Zane Hilton. Coming over to the sidelines to rest Cody Haynes, the 1999 alum. Good to see Cody out there playing tonight. Again, we want to thank the folks here in Colmesneil for allowing us to be here. The athletic director of Colmesneil ISD, Mr. Ross McMurray. Appreciate Coach McMurray and all of the wonderful staff. They have been great hosts here. And, man, I got to tell you, a beautiful facility here for 2A and a nice, cool press box. I know Nathan's up there in a little bit of heat, but the sun is setting. And this facility, very nice for 2A ball, Michael. 3rd down and long from the 39-yard line, about 16. And, again, not able to do anything here. The ball will come back to the 45-yard line. The Warren Warriors taking care of business continues on the defensive side of things. Colmesneil has not been able to advance.
Tant didn't have a chance as he lost the handle on the snap, taking it from directly under center. And he turned and lost the ball and had to get a hold of it, and he got wrapped up and just no place to go.
9:19 to go here in the second quarter. Almost 3 minutes gone. A drive that started on the Colmesneil own 43-yard line after progressing down the field has been brought back. 4th down and a long 20. The ball from the Warren Warriors 45. They have got to get all the way to the 25-yard line for a first down, and they will punt this one away. 2 set back to receive. A low snap in the sunshine, picking the ball up and will run with it is Kyle Tant. Kyle will dive forward near the 40. Not close to a first down, frustrated with himself as he fell there in the dirt. And a good job by the Warren Warriors, able to stop there. They'll start off with great field position again for the 3rd time this afternoon, Michael.
Definitely look to get something going and at least having a sustaining drive.
Well, you can see the good sportsmanship out there by Warren Warriors alumni T.C. Forsyth as he was giving a pat there to the Colmesneil punter. It's always good to see that sign of just good sportsmanship down there, Michael.
You always look for that, and it's good to see, as you mentioned. These guys are voluntarily doing this. They're obviously not getting paid for this. And
well, no, they pay to play.
Oh, do they? Yeah, they actually pay to play.
They're paying to
not
play.
getting paid, but they pay to play.
But again, we talk about the community here, Colmesneil coming out. A lot of folks here today enjoying Saturday night football right in the heart of summer. It doesn't get any better than that. And we saw in the anthem a while ago, man, Nathan had that camera angle over there. The United States flag and a property over there behind the flag with a horse and a car. Man, it just doesn't get better than that, Michael.
Doesn't get more Texan than that, that's for sure.
From their own 42-yard line, Warren will have the ball to the right side like a pinball machine. Will have the first down, 11 yards to the right side. A good carry there by the Warren Warriors alum. That'll be a first down. We'll look at it on the replay. A good carry there by Mark Esway. We've called his name a lot this afternoon early. A lot of room to run there for Esway.
His right tackle opened a hole and just gave him a interstate highway to run through.
A drive that started on their own 42, now in Colmesneil Bulldog territory. The ball resting on the 47. On that right hash mark, moving from right to left, are the Warren Warriors in their black jerseys, black pants with numbers in orange. Beautiful jerseys, actually. I like the way the color pops off of those. And for Colmesneil, the red jerseys or the red numbers makes it very easy to read both of these teams. We like that.
Well, we've definitely had some over the year.
First down and 10, a little trickeration play. Pass to the left side into the hands of Brian Reed. And Brian will have a positive gain of a few on the play. Brings the ball up to the 45-yard line on the left hash mark. Boy, Michael, you talk about putting these games together. It's not like you just get on the phone and say, hey, let's play football. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes. You've got to organize folks here at the stadiums. You've got to secure a facility. You've got to get officials. You have to let the community know. You've got to get players, of course. There is a lot that goes in to making these games happen. So don't think that it's a little, hey, buddy, let's play football pickup on Saturday night. Second down and a long 7. Dodging through one defender on the right side. The ball carrier is Mark Esway. And Esway will gut his way forward to the right side as he angles there to that right. And he'll have enough for another Warren Warriors first down.
Well, Harrison Brown, Colmesneil, got into the backfield, and Esway able to break loose from him and pick up the huge gain in the first down.
Good job there tripping him up, and possibly a touchdown-saving play was Gerard Barclay. I want to make sure we give credit where it's due there on the defensive end, even though it was a big gain for the Warren Warriors. That ball moves inside the Bulldog 35, the ball resting on the 33, first down and 10. As we have just a final sliver of sunshine on the left side of the field from around the 20 to the goal line. And then it's shade in the middle, and then the left side, a little bit more sun there on the left and right. Just kind of neat how that's set up.
Well, being here for the first time and seeing this, it makes me wish they would have had this after I graduated. And would have been able to come back and play with some of the guys that I got to grow up watching and then being a part of the varsity squad myself.
First down and 10 for Warren as they move from right to left with a little bit of sunshine on their back. Lining up in shotgun, Josh Bordelin, 2003 alum, playing quarterback. He'll keep it on the draw play and brought down, still able to pick up a couple of yards on the play to around the 31. Patrick Mullen, a nice stop there for Colmesneil. The helmet pops off of John Curry. And even though we play high school rules here, I think that they'll let him stay out. He's not going to have to come out for a play, Michael. Heading over to the sidelines, Bryce Raines for Colmesneil. And then on the Warren Warriors side, a couple of players heading over. One of them is TC Forsyth over there heading to the bench. First down and 8. The ball resting on the Colmesneil 31 in between the hash marks. Warren Warriors here on their third possession. This drive started on their own 42. 5:05 to go here in the second quarter. Snap back over to Bordelin, who is in shotgun. He'll hand off to his back, brought down right at the 30-yard number. The ball carrier there to the left side, number 25 for Warren Warriors. We do not have that number. Unfortunately, I don't see a 25 for Warren, unfortunately. We'll try to get that at halftime. Sometimes we don't get those numbers, and that's just the way it goes.
It was brought down by number 7, Kivanti Y. Salinas.
Well, Michael, again, a joy to have you up here, my friend. A lot of times it's just Nathan and I going solo here for Gridiron Glory. Good to have you up here helping with color and also providing scoreboard services. Thank you for your help, brother, as you've been doing a lot of awesome things here through SHN, and you don't know how much you mean to us, partner. We appreciate you, buddy.
Glad to be here and glad to be a part.
Especially when I sent out the email. Nobody else wanted to drive 4 hours over here today. Under 4 minutes to go. No score. Warren Warriors with the ball. 3rd down and long from the 30. Pass over to the right side. Has the reception into the hands of Chris Martin. Chris breaks through a tackle, dives forward, and he'll have the 1st down inside the 10. Great catch and run by the Warren Warriors. We'll look at it on the replay. Chris Martin, an excellent read catch on the right side. He caught it around the 25, broke through 2 defenders, able to keep his way forward, and dives inside that 10-yard line. The clock running, 3:44, 1st down and goal. Little 1-and-G action here right from the 10-yard line. Warren Warriors, though, found themselves in 1st and goal territory before, and then that ball got bounced on penalties way back.
Yep.
And weren't able to capitalize.
2nd time in the red zone, and Colmesneil is going to try to build a wall here to keep them from getting in there.
They'll build the wall, and Reagan will say, tear down this wall. 1st down and goal from the 10 on the right side. High snap. Boy, they've got to hold on to it. Borderland able to hold it. He'll be chased by 2 defenders, somehow breaks through him in what could have been a big loss. Will still be a few yards lost, but he could have been brought down all the way near the 20. He's able to regain a little bit of his composure. We'll call it a 3-yard loss on the game. It'll be 1st down and goal from the, or 2nd down and goal from the 13.
Well, he found himself in a tough spot on that high snap because he got it and he rolled right, and he's a left-handed quarterback and makes it hard to throw from the left hand rolling right.
The official scoreboard has it 2nd down and goal from the 12. With 2:20 to go here in the 1st half of play. Man, this is moving quick. We are only 47 minutes into this game. Snap back, now the delayed handoff to the ball carrier, Dresman Chapman. And Chapman, no gain on the play. It'll be 3rd down and goal with under 2 minutes. Good stop there by the Colmesneil defense.
Official timeout.
Pretty cool to see that, too. There's one of the Warren Warriors players, number 12, Josh Greenbaum. He may know some of these officials. He's running off the field and gave the official a fist bump out there. And that's just good sportsmanship all around. These officials, they do such good work. I feel like a lot of officials don't get the credit that they deserve. They go through so much having to call these games, Michael, and get, just the word. I get dogged on a lot.
Right.
So an official's timeout is where we're at with 1:57 to go here in the 1st half of play. A quick first 2 quarters. It is 3rd down and goal. The ball up around the 11 for the Warren Warriors in the red zone for the 2nd time this afternoon. And sunshine now completely off the field. We are completely shaded here as the sun sets to our west.
And just a great atmosphere out here overall. And you can see in the Warren stands, for a small town community, they've got a pretty good following here.
I don't know if Nathan can hear me upstairs. If you can, man, try to get a shot of that sunset behind you while we're waiting for these guys to get back. Yep, Nathan can hear me. Check this out. I know we're flipping over. We just have one camera angle. And just wanted to get a shot of that sunset. That is beautiful, Michael. Take a look at that here tonight.
That is beautiful.
Thank you for that, Nathan. Good shot down there, my friend. As we switch back in action here. 3rd down and goal.
3rd goal for the Warriors.
It's actually from about the 14, Michael.
And it's going to be a sweep.
A sweet pitch back, and great defense on the play, trying to hold back. Somehow, though, able to break through 2 defenders and finally plowed to the ground. Boy, a hardy run right there. It's a loss on the play for Mark Esway. Colmesneil defender had a hand on him all the way. It was number 50, Corey Sherd. We'll look at that on the replay. It was hard to bring him down.
He had one hand full of jersey, and he was hanging on for dear life as Esway was just breaking free, and it gave his teammates time enough to come up and take care of business and get it to 4th down.
1:15 to go. The ball all the way back to the 20. This is deja vu all over again for the Warren Warriors alumni. They're in the red zone for the second time this afternoon, inside the 10 actually, and they're forced back here on 4th down and goal, and now a flag will fly, and this play is whistled dead before it even got started. A penalty against the Warren Warriors. Man, their red zone has just not been able to produce here in this game, Michael.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
What the call was there, maybe a false start again?
5-yard penalty on the Warriors.
I didn't catch that, Michael.
That's going to set up 4th and goal from the 25.
I'm not sure if there was too many men on the field.
Well, I saw the gesture by the referee. I didn't pick up what it was, though.
I didn't either. I hadn't seen that sign, so that's why I'm guessing there were too many men on the field because he was counting.
I thought it was heartburn. This is the call. Kind of looked like he was tapping his esophagus there. Heartburn on the field. Bring out the next team. Timeout on the field. 49 seconds to go. 4th down and a long goal from the 25 coming up for the Warren Warriors. We'll step aside and take a quick break as well. Stay with us, friends. Gridiron Glory Alumni Football continues on a beautiful night here in Colmesneil, Texas from Taylor Field. Back in action here from Colmesneil, Texas on the beautiful Taylor Field. Rob Hipp alongside Michael Francis. Thanks for joining us for this edition of Gridiron Glory Alumni Football. Again, 49 seconds to go for the Warren Warriors. Michael, this has been a very fast first half. The kickoff at 7 p.m. We were only, I was looking. Actually, I'm on SHN time because I run everything 5 minutes ahead. This game is not even 50 minutes in, and we're almost through the first half of play. No score. Each team has touched the ball at least twice. The Warren Warriors starting out on their own 42 from their third possession of the afternoon. Again in the red zone, but backed up. Pitch back. They're going to do a little trickeration play. Throw, and the receiver slips down at the 10 and is intercepted by Colmesneil. Running on the right side is Jarrell Mills. And Jarrell still on his way. He will pitch it back over to Jared Barclay. And Barclay finally brought out of bounds. And a lot of trickeration on that play, Michael. We'll try to go back and look at what we can here on the replay. It was intercepted by Jarrell Mills. He pitched it back over to Jared Barclay. That is who they call hands on this team, by the way. And Barclay finally stiff-arming his way, but he goes out of bounds.
Well, I think they would have been better off if he had just knocked the ball down because they would have put the ball back even further. There may be a penalty on the field.
Yeah, we'll see here. There was a penalty, but it must have been after the interception because Colmesneil will have to take that ball back to their own 5-yard line with 33 seconds to go.
95 yards to pay dirt with the short clock. They have their work cut out for them.
Running quickly onto the field is Harrison Brown, the 2016 alum. We'll go over all these alumni players, too, at halftime. We like to read through the rosters here to make sure that all these men get the well-deserved credit that they are due. It's part of Gridiron Glory, which we always want to help these guys relive every game that they play. That's the joy of being a part of Gridiron Glory. There's a lot of companies out there that film these games, but they don't provide replay. They don't provide memories for these guys that really are everlasting, and that's what we can do here with the video and the commentary.
We'll go back to YouTube and watch it over and over again.
With his back standing in his own red zone, first down and 10 from the 5. Quarterback able to avoid a safety. Nope, he got it. That's a safety in the back. We'll see if that's the official call, and
they
it
call
is.
It. Yeah.
So with 25 seconds to go, the first score will come on a defensive play for the Warren Warriors. We'll see if we can get the number here as Kyle Tant avoided a big-time, what would have been a big hit there from Wayne Walters, and then finally he is brought down by Andrew Eagleson and company for the safety.
Well, at the rate this game's been going, Rob, this at 2 points may be enough to win this game.
Yeah, good point.
And Colmesneil will have to kick it back to Warren, and they will have an opportunity to take it the other direction for at least one play.
So Warren with a 2-0 lead here with 25 seconds to go in the second quarter of play. And Colmesneil will have to kick this one away, and that should put Warren in good field position. I believe they still have a timeout, maybe two. We've seen an official timeout. I know that they've called one for sure in this ball game, Michael. But they've got an opportunity if they want to try to go down the field here. We'll see where this ball ends up and what happens on the kickoff. As Dalton Davis gets it set on the tee from the 30 in between, from the 20 in between the marks. Two back to receive for Warren. One of those players is Brian Reed there, number 7. And then again, that number 25 will have to get that number. This one will drop inside the 50. Bobbling it is T.C. Forsyth, and that is turned over. He bobbles the ball, and coming up with it is Colmesneil. We'll see if the Bulldogs have it, and they do. Wow, what a turn of events here with 21 seconds to go.
It was unfortunate. Forsyth just could not keep the handle on the football and turned it right back over to Colmesneil near the middle of the field.
Yep, not able to hold on to that was Forsyth. And for the fourth time this afternoon, Colmesneil will have the possession. Good field position here from their own 48-yard line. The previous 3 possessions. In the first possession, they started from their own 35, and the second from their own 35, and then from their own 42. Well, if they can just keep getting the ball as it goes here, they may end up getting this one eventually on their 20th possession on the 20 of the Warren Warriors, Michael.
They might.
With 21 seconds to go, handoff to the right side and no gain on that play. Boy, the Warren Warriors defense and coming off the backbone of Davin McSpadden and company has been phenomenal. We'll look at this one on the replay. Good hit. The carrier, Dalton Davis.
It's like Colmesneil is going to take another timeout.
A lot of big bodies bouncing around down there. Davin McSpadden, a 2011 alumni. 10 seconds on the clock for Colmesville. They're trailing 2-0. The only score here in this ball game was the safety dealt from the tackle of Andrew Eagleson on Colmesville quarterback Kyle Tant in his own end zone. That at the 25-second mark. So 15 seconds later, Colmesneil on a kickoff. It was fumbled by the Warren alum T.C. Forsyth. Colmesville got the ball, and Colmesneil here trying to punch something in with 10 seconds to go from their own 45. The loss on the play of 4, second down and 14. Heaving pass over to the right side. Hands, how it was knocked away around the 20. It was a good opportunity there to bring that one down, but you got to give defensive credit to the Warren Warriors alum, number 10, Devin Hadnot. And speaking of that last name, Hands had not caught that one because of the defensive play by Hadnot.
4 seconds left, Rob. Gives Colmesneil one more shot.
It's funny the way it works out, too, because that was the battle of the number 10s down there. And unfortunately, we didn't get that knockdown, unfortunately, on the camera there. Sorry about that, friends.
The good thing about it was the incomplete pass stopped the clock.
4 seconds to go. Colmesneil has the ball, third down and very long from their own 45. Quarterback again stepping through, somehow able to get this pass off, and it's knocked out of the reach at the 30-yard line. Incomplete, the intended receiver was Bryce Rains. We're through the first half. 2-0 your score, 15-minute halftime intermission. We'll step aside. We'll come back on with about 5 minutes. We'll go over the rosters. We'll talk more about Gridiron Glory Alumni football. Stay with us, friends. Gridiron Glory Alumni football right here on SHN Sports continues in a few moments. Welcome back to Gridiron Glory Alumni Football presented by SHN Sports as we get started here in the third quarter of action. Michael, I'll send it over to you, and I'll rejoin you here in just a little bit. My friend Warren leads here in this ball game 2-0 as they will kick off to Colmesneil, my friend.
Yeah, they're lining up for the kickoff. Colmesneil will be receiving to get things started here in the second half. Back deep for Colmesneil, Bryce Raines and Dalton Davis. Getting set to kick off will be number 89, Luis Perez for the Warriors. Sun has set here in Colmesneil, and it's a great night for Saturday Night Lights as we get this second half of the alumni game underway. Gridiron Glory.
Set to receive the kickoff for the Bulldogs is Bryce Raines and Dalton Davis.
Referees blow the whistle, and we're set to get underway as Perez puts toe to leather. And Raines takes the kickoff at the 5-yard line. He's up to the 19-yard line for a 14-yard return. As Kyle Tant will lead the Bulldogs down the field to get things started here in the third quarter. 1st and 10 from the 20 for the Bulldogs. The windows are open in the press box. There's air conditioning up here has fogged the windows for us, so I got one open just so I can see. Bulldogs break the huddle, come to the line. Tant under center. He takes the snap and he hands off to Harrison Brown. And Harrison Brown will pick up 6 yards for a 2nd and 4. And some positive yardage for the Bulldogs to get things started here in the third quarter. As the quarter goes along, we'll try to get to everybody's name, as Rob had mentioned there in the half, that we would get everybody in, and we will endeavor to do so. Tant under center. It's going to be offsides on the Warriors, and that'll bring up a first down
And it looks like it was an offside.
for the Bulldogs.
That's going to be a Bulldogs first down.
First and 10 for the Bulldogs from the 30-yard line. Tant audibles, calls the signal. Under center. Takes the snaps, and he'll hand off to Dalton Davis, and he'll be stacked up and dropped for a loss. Bring up 2nd down and 15 for the Bulldogs. So he was stacked up by a host of Warriors. Ten minutes left in the third. Warriors come, or the Bulldogs come to the line. Jared Barclay out wide left. Tan under center. He takes a snap, and a handoff is fumbled. Ball is on the turf, and it is recovered by number 10, Devin Hadnot of the Warriors. 1st and 10 for the Warriors on the Bulldog 15-yard line. Unfortunately, Kyle Tant was unable to get the handoff to Dalton Davis, and they will turn the ball over. Josh Bordelon and the Warriors will get things started at the 16-yard line. A beautiful night here in Colmesneil. Lights are on, and a lot of humidity in the air. So somewhat sticky. Borderline, and the Warriors come to the line. Borderline from the shotgun. Official calls time, and then we'll reset. Mark Esway deep in the backfield. He will hand off to number 48, Tyler Spell, and Spell will get back to the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Appreciate it, Michael. Thank you for stepping in there. Had to step aside and take a quick little technical issue. We are back in action here. Appreciate you, my friend. That's why it's good to have a color guy up here and a guy that can just lead the way, my friend. I'm just going to go take a nap downstairs, if that's okay with you. It's a beautiful night here, although it's fogging up. 9:07 to go. Third quarter we are. 2nd down and a long 10 for Warren. This drive started on the Colmesneil 17 after the turnover. Quarterback under center. First time we've seen tonight. Borderland, who has constantly been in shotgun here in this ball game, now under center. As, boy, it is humid up here, Michael. I just noticed all the paper and everything we have is completely saturated. Handoff over to the left side into the hands of Mark Esway, and Esway had nowhere to go. In fact, a loss of about 2 on the play. Esway going the wrong way, unfortunately.
Yeah. Number 72, John Setlogger, brings him down, along with a host of other Bulldogs.
8:17. Boy, that first half of play, Michael, it was about 53 or so minutes in the first half alone, and these are 12-minute quarters, but that is a quick first half.
It was a quick first half.
3rd down and a long 12. They've got to get inside the 10 for the first down, do the Warren Warriors alumni. And now he'll line back up in shotgun. Josh Bordelin in shotgun. One receiver to the right, 2 to the left, has a back behind him. Good protection. Pass left side, and this one is short and incomplete to the left side. The intended ball receiver was Brian Reed. And yet again, Michael, you're inside the red zone for the 3rd time this evening and not able to capitalize, and another 4th down in the red zone.
They keep knocking on the door. Eventually you're going to get there. Warren threatening, as you mentioned, for the 4th time this evening. Mark Esway, the lone setback. He'll take the handoff. He's up the middle. He's going to get in for the score.
Mark Esway able to get in there. Thank you for that, Michael, as I was readjusting something else up here. And, man, where did that start from? That was about was that outside the 20? No, it was inside. I would say about a 15-yard. 18-yard run?
He was at the 19.
At the 19, so we'll call it a 19-yard run. However, well, a timeout is called here. So a 19-yard run, the play will stay, and it is a Warriors 8-point advantage, 8-0 with 7:34 to go. Esway, great carry as he gutted it up the middle for the touchdown. Well, you said you keep knocking on the door. Eventually, you got to get in. And right there, Esway said, let me in, please. Here at the 7:34 mark.
Most likely, they're going to go for the 2-point conversion, as Luis Perez has had one field goal attempt, and that was easily blocked by the Bulldogs.
7:34 to go here in the third quarter, as the Warren Warriors alumni in front of a packed crowd here tonight at this beautiful Colmesneil Taylor Field. There's also some fans over there on the visitor side. Man, Michael, I bet the lights are out downtown Colmesneil right now, a town of about, 500 or so?
On the population sign, city limit sign.
This Colmesneil High School here, their recent 2A district champions this year, saw their playoff shirts for sale down in the concession area, so congratulations to the high school kiddos. Anytime you're district champions, that's always a good season.
Anytime you can make the playoffs, that's a good season.
7:34 to go. Expect them to go for 2 here as the ball will rest on the 2. Breaking out of the huddle, the Warren Warriors alumni with an 8-0 lead. 7:34 again to go. Lining up in shotgun, the quarterback, Josh Bordelon, I believe it is.
I called him
Bordelon, and he will have it to the left side, and Bordelon will be stopped. A great opportunity to try to get in. Couldn't get there. You got to give Dalton Davis the credit. We'll look at that one on the replay. A little bit of extracurricular after that one there. Yeah, that was a good hit there by Dalton Davis. A couple of extracurricular on that one there, Michael.
Just a couple.
Just a couple.
Just a couple. Might hear some fans over. I know we don't have the crowd mic on, but I think our mics might be picking up one or someone that's rather boisterous, but just a few feet outside of our press box window. Warren Warriors will be kicking off to the Bulldogs.
Warren again with that 8-0 advantage. 7:34 to go. They'll kick from right to left. 2 set back to receive for Colmesneil. One of those Bryce Rains there to the left.
And Dalton Davis to the right.
And Dalton Davis. So Rains and Davis trying to bring some life here with 7:34 to go. Boy, it's been on that 7:34 mark. I feel like I've said that about 20 times here in the last 2 minutes. Set to kick this one away for Warren. And unfortunately, I was not able to get that number 25 at halftime. Luis Perez will kick this one away. Right toe to leather, end over end it sells. Good kick will drop at the 11-yard line. It is fielded on the play by Rains. Rains to the right side in front of a blocker. He'll dive across the 31. Good return by Rains as he fielded that one deep in his own territory, able to bring it up. However, there is some laundry, though, back at the 30-yard line. We'll wait to see what the official call is here, Michael.
Someone injured, too, for the Bulldogs. I think he may have the wind knocked out of his sails. Looks like he got some cramping going on as well.
Happens a lot here in these alumni games. These guys getting out here and they're playing hard.
I can only imagine how I'd feel. I have problems now. 52 years old and wake up in the middle of the night with a leg cramp.
I Everybody taking a knee here. Hopefully the player for Colmesneil is okay as Nathan rotates the camera away from that injury. Just want to make sure that he's okay and give him the respect. You can put it back on it now, Nathan. He's okay. He was having a hard time getting up there, and I wanted to make sure that we didn't have that on anything that was too serious. Appreciate all the work that you do, Nathan. And walking back over to the sidelines for Colmesneil is Jonathan Diaz. And he's actually a 2017 alum, so you go back and look at the numbers here. He's one of the young bucks on this team. There is a 2019 alum, recently graduating, Ryan Bray. It's really the only requirement here at Gridiron Glory. You just have to be out of high school. That's it.
All right.
We don't want to see collegiate players out here. Maybe we do. Heck, why not?
How long we've seen some good ones.
Well, again, if you'd like to get back on the gridiron, all you got to do is go to gridironglory.com. Very simple. If your town doesn't have a team, just put in your name. George Cox and his staff will get a hold of you, and they will take it from there. Very awesome opportunity to get back out here and play a game or two every year, especially if you've wanted to play football but haven't wanted to play semi-pro where you're expected to play every week. That can wear on you. And it gets expensive because in semi-pro, a lot of them, you got to play also.
Right.
First down and 10 for Colmesneil on their sixth possession of the evening, their second possession of this third quarter. From left to right, they'll have it from their own 31.
Quarterback sneak.
The quarterback sneak as flags will fly. The sneak there by Kyle Tant, and flags flying all over, and things getting a little bit out of hand here, Michael. You don't want to see that.
Starting to get a little bit chippy. Face masks are being grabbed, and people are being pushed. It almost got from a football game to a wrestling match.
Well, you can easily see the player there coming across for Warren was Brian Reed. That may have been what started it all. And then just a lot of extracurricular after the play there on the bottom, lower right part of your left part of your screen. We're definitely not going to show that. We don't want to glorify any unsportsmanlike here. And that's one thing here at Gridiron as well. You don't see a lot of that. So these coaches will jump out here. A lot of competition between these two teams. George Cox doing what he should, telling those guys to settle down. And when you get some fighting, there may be ejections as well. As you see the Warren Warriors alumni Brian Reed over there has his helmet off with his hands in the air. And the officials will talk things over with George. Also the athletic director, Ross McMurray, down there as well.
Well, you have the original penalty that took place, which may have been a holding call.
Yeah, they're still trying to sort things over. And you can see what happened at the end. It was a little ring around the rosy there on the lower left part of your screen. And immediately the other player said, hey, don't do that to our teammate, and that's where it started. But quickly breaking up, just a little skirmish. That happens. And they will talk things over here. It's definitely nothing that would end the game, Michael.
Probably going to be offsetting unsportsmanlike conduct penalties, and then you'll have the original penalty, which had yet to be determined. I'm suspecting that it was maybe a hold.
There is an ejection.
And there's a player from both sides were ejected.
And it looks like there was two ejections on the field, and it's going to be a second down for the Bulldogs.
See the official there as I replayed what he was calling. There's the ejection signal.
Well, they called an illegal defense on Warren, and I don't know what that is.
So Michael Francis, you got to figure it out. Houdini call.
I guess so. So illegal defense, I'm not sure what the penalty yardage variety is.
And this is what's good to see here. After the skirmish, you see over there Warren Warriors alum Wayne Walters going over, giving all of the Colmesneil players a handshake, and you're going to have some of that. These guys are out here playing. Even though it's alumni football, they're playing. They've got a home crowd in front of them. A lot of folks here, actually. And in fact, Michael, I wanted to say this.
And the penalties were all set.
This is some of the largest crowd that I've seen here in our many years of covering Gridiron Glory. And you don't get this, again, with other organizations. You don't see this type of community involvement. And this is where George Cox and Gridiron does such a great job getting communities to come out and support these guys on both sides of the field. So the offsetting penalties, there was an ejection in the game. Was there a double ejection, Michael?
Yes. Both teams.
So one on each side.
And I have a feeling it was those two that we were looking at down at the bottom.
Reed is the one that, Reed had his helmet off. 6:48 to go, 8-0. Warren with the lead. Colmesneil with the ball. Second down and around 13. Handoff up the middle and a pitch back. Little triggeration play to Harrison Brown, and Harrison, after his teammate looked like he was originally stopped in the backfield, able to toss it back to him, picks up positive yardage. It'll bring up 3rd and a long 7 from just outside the 30-yard line. Looks like it's down around the 33, maybe 34, Michael. We'll look at it on the replay. Yeah, that was the play as Kyle Tant actually kept that ball in the fake handoff and then was able to dump it off to Harrison Brown as Tant was going down.
And eventually tackled by Reed.
So again, 3rd down and 7, ball resting. We'll call it the 34-yard line on the left hash mark for Colmesneil. 5:52 clock running, trailing 8-0 here in the third quarter. Well, it's because I said that first half went so fast that the third quarter is going to make up for all that time here, Michael. Again, I know that we talked about at halftime. We had some technical glitches there that we had to work through temporarily, so we will go over all these alum, though, definitely before this video feed is cut out. False start here on the play against Colmesneil. The Bulldogs, that'll set them back 5 more yards. We'll see who flinched here if we've got it.
Number 61, Josh Ferguson. Jumps there on the right side.
Yeah, just a little bit of a flinch, and that drew off Brian Reed. Reed is still in the game. I thought he was one that may have got ejected. 5:20 clock running, 3rd down and 12. Colmesneil back to their own 30-yard line on the left hash mark. They've got to get up to the 41 for the first down. It's actually 3rd and 11 if that's where the marker is. 3rd down and 11. Tannen shotgun, 2 receivers to the left, 1 Lone Ranger, all down to the right. There is a back behind him, standing inside the 25. Pass back over the middle. This one up, and Hands not able to bring it down. The intended receiver on that play was Bryce Raines.
That's going to set up a 4th and 12 for the Bulldogs.
Evan Hadnot there in the area to make the interception for Warren and not able to come up with it. We'll look at it on the replay.
Yeah, I was about to say, Hadnot had Raines all covered up.
Boy, you talk about offense having to turn to defense on that play. Bryce Raines had to make a play back on the offensive end to diffuse the potential interception. Clock stopped at 4:50, 4th down and a long 12. They've got to get to the 41, and I would expect Colmesneil here to line up to punt. Kyle Tant is back there. Look for a fake possibly. We've seen one earlier. There was a mishandled snap on a punt where Tant took off with it. Low snap again. Tant will put right toe to leather. This one a sailing spiral punt, and it will take a Colmesneil second bounce as it rolls just inside the 45 on the left hash mark. Warren Warriors with the 8-0 lead. 4:38 to go in the third. They'll take back over for the 6th time this evening and the 2nd time here in the third quarter. And Michael, looks like that ball will be fielded on their own 44 there on that left hash. Well, we talked earlier. We got up early this morning. You were working on a truck. Then you headed down this way. Nathan and I were broadcasting the 5A Region 3 regional final baseball game for the Georgetown Eagles, who were victorious. They'll move on to the state tournament. So we didn't get to eat except about 8:30, just like you this morning. So I already knew. I can read your mind because I've worked with you long enough. You and I are both sitting here. I know I am. I know you are. We're sitting here thinking, what are we going to eat after this?
Right. There's not a lot of places.
Were you thinking that, Michael? I was.
Yeah, I was. Absolutely. I was thinking that when I got here.
Thinking, man, I broke away to the concessions, got some good Frito pie. I want to give a shout out to the Colmesneil folks here as well. Very hospitable, wonderful, wonderful community here, and appreciate that hospitality that we're receiving here, being here. Warren with the ball. Snap over, delayed handoff over to Brian Reed. Reed finds a gap up the middle in between the marks into the left hash. And Brian Reed has a healthy gain for a first down in Colmesneil territory. He's brought down at the 42. Tackle on the play by Corey Sherd.
Reed on the carry
And
for the Warriors.
Sherd had a handful of shirt as he was trying to pull Reed down and got a little help from Raines to finally get him to the ground.
.4:15 clock ticking. 8-0 the score. Warren with the lead and the ball as they move from right to left in their black jerseys. Numbers in orange. Another fake handoff, this time to the left side.
Fullback, and he's going to be tackled at the line of scrimmage.
And Tyler Spell trying to put a move on, and he'll be tackled back at the original line of
On the
scrimmage.
carry for the Warriors. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 here for Warren. Well, this Warren team in the end zone, 3 times this evening? They punched it in once on those attempts, 1 for 3 from the red zone.
Yep.
And a safety. That's how they got to this 8-6 score. They did miss the 2-point conversion. That was on their 5th possession, the drive that was capped off with a 19-yard run by Mark Esway. And Francis, you got that touchdown call. I was looking down, and you were helping me out. Appreciate it, brother. You got your first Gridiron Glory alumni call.
I did. That's a good thing.
2nd down and 10 from right to left. Ball around the 42-yard line. High snap. Pitch over to the right side. Esway drops the ball, and Colmesneil may have fallen on it. We'll see what the call is here. We'll look at it on the replay. Esway dropped it, and I think Warren got back on it, Michael.
Mark Esway on the carry for the Warriors, and it looks like
I haven't given an indication yet.
That's going to bring up a 3rd and 10.
I'm assuming it's.
I think if that was Luis Perez down there, I couldn't see the number. It may have been 79, which is Calvin Hibbert Jr. One of those guys got back under. I think it was Hibbert, and I beg your pardon on that, not being able to see. No, I think it was.
3rd and 10 for the Warriors.
I think it was Luis Perez that got back on that ball. 2:32 to go, 3rd down and a long 10. High snap again, stepping back, trying to avoid a defender. Pass over to the left side. The completion darts his way forward. The extra effort may have gotten the first down. The ball carrier, Josh Greenbaum.
For the Warriors. He's going to bring the ball to the 35-yard line, and that's going to be a 4th and about 3.
Boy, Michael, I thought he was close to getting that first down. No, his knee went down about 3 yards short. That's a good fielding there by the official as we saw it on the replay. And this ball coming back, Michael?
Well, looks like one official has a yellow flag in his hand.
Oh, illegal defense is a call, and
Looks like there was a penalty on the defense for
they still let the play run, and they'll take the penalty.
lining up off sides. That's going to make it a 3rd and 5 for the Warriors.
I don't know. Do you decline that penalty here with the struggles they've had and try to go for it on 4th and short? Now it's 3rd down and 5 from around the 35. Pitch back, and it's Esway. Leaps over one. Esway still on his way to the right side. Esway has the first down and more to the 25-yard line. What a run by Mark Esway.
He's going to pick up a gain of 12.
Well, it paid off, Michael.
Warriors first down.
Yeah, that's something I didn't catch on the scoreboard. With them taking the penalty, it brought it to 3rd and 5 instead of the 4th and 3.
There's Esway as he leapt over one defender, broke through a couple of tackles, leaned his way forward as he angled out of bounds. Brought down before he went out. John Curry there in the center of your screen, doing a great job tonight on the defensive end. That time just getting away, John, in that silver helmet. Some of the players wearing white helmets. 1:34 to go, clock ticking here in the 3rd quarter. Warren Warriors first down and 10 from the Colmesneil
Handoff to Brian Reed. Brian
24.
Reed's gonna head up the middle.
Reed trying to
And
go up
he's
the
gonna
middle,
be
and he'll only
headed
pick up
by
about
College.
1 on the play. It'll be second down and a long
Second and
9.
A little delayed draw by the Warriors. Number 76, Devin McSpadden, enters the game.
Warriors alum will break out of the huddle. Heading over to the left is Keldron Chapman. His brother Dresden plays on this team as well. A 2012 alum is Dresden. Keldron, a 2016 alum. 30 seconds here in the third. Second down and a long 9 from around the 24 of Colmesneil.
It's going to be a reverse.
Reverse
for
handoff
the
to the left
Warriors.
side with a little bit of daylight, darting through defenders, and he gets bounced forward up to the 15-yard line. The ball carrier on the play was Devin Hadnot. Good carry there by Hadnot up the middle.
Third and short.
You can see right here as actually
That's
a
going to be the end of our
Colmesneil
third
player
quarter. We have
pushed
the
him
Warriors
forward, actually, Harrison
8,
Brown.
Bulldogs 0.
Go back to live here as we start things in the fourth quarter. 6 possession continues for the Warren Warriors alumni. They lead 8-0. 12 minutes remaining. Stay with us, friends. SHN coverage of Gridiron Glory continues in a moment. Back in action to start things here in the third quarter. Warren on a third down and a short 1. They'll move now from left to right. Back in the red zone for the 4th time tonight. And another penalty in the red zone. A false start here called against the Warren Warriors.
False start for the Warriors.
My goodness, they've played great, Michael, until they get to the red zone. That's where the struggles have been. They were able to punch it in back on their 5th possession at the 7:34 mark after that 19-yard touchdown run. But other than that, besides the safety, that's been all she's wrote so far in this ball game. Not a lot of action here.
Not a whole lot.
Well, it was third down and a short 1. Will now be third down and 6 from the 20. Handoff to the left side, trying to dart through defenders there on the 20-yard line. Diving forward, the ball carrier, number 48, Tyler Spell.
Gain of about 1. It's going to be
Maybe 1 on that play, Michael.
Just 1.
So it brings it to a 4th down and 5. And a whistle here.
Official timeout.
Yeah, it's timeout on the field.
So the official timeout. 8-0 your score. Fourth quarter we are. 4th down and 5. Yet again in the red zone after it was first down, Michael. This has been some of those issues tonight. And the Warren Warriors are lucky that they have this 8-0 lead. Their defense has been helping them stay in this one.
It definitely has, because I doubt very seriously they're in positive yardage on the offensive side of the point. Beautiful night here in Colmesneil. Good night for family fun and football.
$11:26 to go. 4th down and 5 for Warren from the Colmesneil 20.
It'll be a false start, I believe.
Oh my goodness.
Timeout from Colmesneil, I guess, before they got the play off.
Boy, the humidity getting into some of our equipment up here, Michael.
Well, it's working overtime today. Devin Hadnock back out on the field for the Warriors.
So that will set them back again. I thought, Michael,
4th and 5 for the
it will
Warriors.
remain 4th down and 5 from the Colmesneil 20. Warren Warriors trying to put some add-on points here. Now a high snap. It's fumbled, and the quarterback not able to reach it. And that'll be a fumble, and picking it up for Colmesneil is Bryce Raines. The Bulldogs with some life here in the 4th quarter.
And a turnover down. And it's going to be a 1st and 10
Number
for the
44,
Bulldogs.
Cater Powell, made sure that Bordelon was not going to be able to get back to recover the fumble.
Oh, look the replay there, as you just said. Cater Powell putting him back to Decatur on that play, all the way up to Oklahoma, baby. It's a lot of miles from here to there. Big time hit. Trailing right behind him was Bryce Raines to grab that fumble recovery. And Colmesneil will have the ball back. 1st down and 10 for the Bulldogs. Their 7th possession of the afternoon.
Cater definitely put the pop on Josh Bordelon.
So 1st and 10 on the left hash mark from right to left. Colmesneil trying to score here with 11:18 to go from their own 35. Handoff and a flag flies. Powering up the middle is Harrison Brown. Harrison close to a 1st down, a gain of 11 on the play, but there's a flag and a false start back there
It's going to be a false start on the Bulldogs.
against Colmesneil.
That's going to back it up.
And that's unfortunate because there was an opportunity there to move the chains. And that ball will come back, and instead of it being 1st down and 10, it'll be 1st and 15.
Yeah, it takes back that nice chunky yardage by Harrison Brown.
No, he never had a decent spring. If he would have had a team that any of our other
Interesting is different views are going on, and we can pick up chatter in the stands.
I was just about to say, I heard someone down there talking about my boy Tony Romo saying he was the greatest quarterback, and I've got to agree with him.
From the 30-yard line.
That guy and I have got to go out after this game and talk, man. I agree with that 100%. In fact, I'm wearing the slip-on Skechers because I saw him wearing them in the commercial. He had a good point. He never played for a team that gave him a chance.
No, but that's what made him great.
Highest rated quarterback, one of them all time in the NFL. Never got the credit he was due. Fumble here on 1st and 15. Colmesneil able to dive back on it just inside the 30, around the 29. Luckily able to get back on that ball there, Michael.
It got back to the
Gonna be no
line of
gain on the
scrimmage.
play, 2nd and 15.
So we're still looking at 2nd and 15. So depending on how close these games are together, this is some rust that usually needs to get knocked off at each game.
That's why you bring the WD-40 and you spray it on you before you play. Get rid of the squeaks and the rust. Actually, don't do that, friends. You'll end up in the hospital. Please don't do that.
Yeah, that's not good. Thing to remember with WD-40, it's not a lubricant, it's a penetrant. And you spray it on your hands, that it actually absorbs into your body. Definitely not healthy. I know in my younger years, as many people that I knew had used it for hand cleaner.
$9:53 to go here in the fourth quarter.
For the Bulldogs.
Should have been another false start. No call as the back got up earlier. And the ball carrier to the right side. A gain of about 3 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and manageable for Colmesneil.
Dalton Davis, the ball
That's
carrier,
going to set up a 3rd and 12.
he's stacked up for a gain of 1. Third down and 12 for the Bulldogs as they come to the line. Kyle Tent.
They'll get started here. As trying to get that first down, they've got to get inside the 50. The pitch on the way, and another defensive stop. Colmesneil, Michael, not able to get anywhere here on the offensive side of things in this ball game. It'll bring up 4th down.
Cody Haynes just could not get anything going on that carry. Fourth down and 12. That Colmesneil has just shot themselves in the foot.
This has been a situation that the Bulldogs of Colmesneil has been in all night tonight, trailing 8-0, 8:30 to go for the Bulldogs as they will step back to the line. Running over there,
yeah.
Jarrell Mills.
Untimely false start penalties have really hurt Colmesneil.
Warren holding on to that 8-0 lead as we are approaching the 8-minute mark here at Taylor Field in East Texas. 4th down and 12. From inside their 30, they will punt this one away on a pooch punt. It'll take a roll, a nice Bulldog roll down to the 30, and that is where number 5, Bryce Raines, will field the ball. And the Warriors will have the ball back again for the 7th time this evening. It'll be 1st down and 10 in great field position from their own 30 with that 8-0 lead, Michael.
Well, Warren has definitely been in control of this ball game for the most part.
Really, right now, if we had to pick a player of the game, it would go to Warren. The only score, besides the defensive score, Mark Esway, who has had a great game for the Warren Warriors. 1st down and 10 from the 30 as the Warriors will go from left to right in their black jerseys, black pants, numbers in orange. Colmesneil, white jerseys, white pants, and the numbers in red. Boy, as we look at the lights over there, a lot of bugs flying around here tonight, man. I'm glad we're in here and we don't have anything bright shining, Michael.
Well, if there were any bats around, they would definitely be getting full tonight.
1st down and 10 in shotgun for Warren is Borderland, and he will bounce off a defender. The pinball, and he is brought down. Wow, what a hard sack back, about a loss of 10 on the play.
Bryce Raines in the backfield and spins Borderland to the ground.
20 for the Warriors.
It is a 10-yard loss on the play. We'll take a look at it on the replay. Colmesneil bringing it here against Borderland. Wow, look at that hard smack back there on that 10-yard loss, Michael. Man, that was a big-time play from Bryce Raines. He didn't bring a rainstorm. He brought a thunderstorm on that play. That ball all the way back to the 20, brother.
And the other thing about this, Rob, is that a lot of these players play both ways.
Second down and a long 20, high snap over the head. And fumbling the ball into the end zone. That should be recovered for a touchdown, and it is. Colmesneil getting a defensive play, and they are on the board for the first time tonight at the 6:44 mark. Well, that may have been the break Colmesneil needed. We'll look at it on the replay. A very high snap, and Mark Esway was trying to field it. He got hit down there by Ryan Bray, and eventually Colmesneil coming up with the ball in the end zone. I believe it was Bryce May. So the Bray brothers bringing the heyday on that one, and they'll pick up 6 on the defensive play in the end zone.
Bray.
Yeah, it looks like the Bulldogs are going to take a timeout.
We'll look at that again on the replay. I want to make sure that I got that right, Michael, on who recovered that ball.
It was Bryce Bray, number 22.
Boy, he came over that left side. His brother there giving the initial hit to force the fumble, and then able to dive down on it the last minute was Bryce Bray, the 2017 alum, to give his team some life with 6:44 to go.
Number 12, Shane Skinner, also in there amongst those 3 guys.
So a fumble recovery in the end zone will give 6 points to the Bulldogs. They now trail by 2 at the 6:44 mark here at Taylor Field. Bryce Bray coming up with a big play there, Michael. And after a quick discussion and a timeout, Colmesneil will break away. And I would expect them to go for 2 here. They've got an opportunity to tie this ball game after what has been a slow and go for Colmesneil. They needed some life. They got it on the defensive side of things, and they'll try to punch it in for 2 here and tie this ball game up at 6:44. And the way this is going, I don't want to speak too far or too close in advance, but if they can punch this in, we may be set for overtime, even though we're only at the 6:44 mark. Under center is Kyle Tant. He will hand off to his back, and the Warriors are going to have the stop. Wow. It was Harrison Brown trying to get across, and the Warriors are able to stop him. The 2-point conversion, no good.
Score to the Warriors, 8, Bulldogs 6.
Y'all got this.
8-6 the score.
It's a low-scoring affair for sure.
All right, Dalton, kicking the onside. They'll never guess. They're fat down the shape. They've been tired since kickoff.
And it'll bring up the 8th possession of the afternoon for Warren Warriors, Michael. My brain's a little slow today, man. We have been rolling and going. You know, the Spurs take a rodeo road trip every year in the NBA. I feel like Nathan and I have been on, some sort of a road trip. I don't know what you would call it, but we have been traveling since Wednesday, basically. Well, I say Wednesday, but getting ready Wednesday, but Thursday, Friday, and now Saturday.
It's the playoff road trip.
Yeah, the playoff road trip. We've went up to College Station and back 3 times, and each one of those drives from where we're at is about 2 hours, so 2 there and 2 back. So you start adding that up, Michael. 12 hours of driving just to College Station. Right. 2 more hours, actually 3 hours almost over here today. We're almost at 15 hours on the road in 3 days.
Yeah, the past 3 weeks you've been playing in Bryan. So
yeah, that's right. Then in Bryan for baseball. But you know what? I wouldn't change any of it for anything in the world. I just love the opportunity to be able to highlight any athletes, student athletes, hear these alumni. That's what broadcasting is all about, is making memories.
Yeah, that's the good part about it. and to be a part of these young people's lives that, they'll be able to come back and listen to for years to come. And as long as the internet holds up and YouTube holds up, they'll be able to show their kids later on down the road.
And if something ever changes, we'll be sure to be on top of it, and we'll follow. We'll try to stay ahead of the curve. That's what we try to do here on SHN. Well, again, if you want to get back on the gridiron, very simple. Go to gridironglory.com. Even if your town doesn't have a team, just fill out the contact information. George Cox and his great staff can get you started. An onside kick. This one, though, fielded right into the hands of the big man, the big 5'5" Wayne Walters. He said, I'm not falling for it. The onside kick not successful. Walters will have it. We'll take a look at it on the replay. Good fielding job there. You probably knew it was coming here with 6:43 to go. Well, I would say no, you probably didn't actually. With 6:43 to go, you're only trailing by 2. I think you have to kick this one away. Now you set up the Warriors in great field position, but kind of going flip-flop here on what I was just saying. Warren has struggled, though, from that end zone, or from the red zone.
There we go.
6:43 we are. First down and 10 for Warren. As they have the lead and the ball, they'll have the ball for the 8th time tonight, moving from left to right. They've got it on the Colmesneil 45. On that appears to be right hash mark. Quarterback under center is Borderland. He will hand off quickly to Mark Esway, who has given glimpses of life here to this Warriors team.
That's going to set up a 2nd 4.
A healthy pickup on the play of 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4. As he got that ball all the way up to the Colmesneil, where'd they mark that, Michael? About the 39, I would say.
39.
If all goes as planned, we'll be broadcasting a 76th annual Williamson County Sheriff's Posse Rodeo down in Williamson County, Georgetown, Texas, at the end of this month. We got to stay busy in the summer. That's our slow time, and we still got bills to pay every month.
There's your rodeo road trip right there.
There you go. Rodeo road trip capped off by literally a rodeo. Handoff again to the back, Esway. Esway picks up a couple more. It'll be 3rd down and manageable as he is getting closer to that 35-yard line where they need to get for the 1st down. That one right up the middle. Michael, one thing, too, is we stay very active in high school football. I just always kind of want to stay fresh on the play-by-play because if you step away, you kind of get stagnant there in the summer months, and that's what is so awesome about being able to call these games. It just keeps you focused, keeps you fresh.
Well, that's what makes me miss baseball so much. Rouse's season ended, and now I get to listen to you guys and continue, and I enjoy it. But like you said, it just you kind of get away from it. And
3rd down and manageable. Another fumble, and Colmesneil falls on the ball. Coming up with that one, it was the 2-2. Bryce May. Boy, he's making a name for himself here late in this game with 5 minutes straight up to go. Trailing 8-6. Look at this one on the replay.
Again, Warren having problems on the snap. This time the center snaps it underneath Borderline's legs, and Bray falls on top of it. That's a 2nd fumble recovery.
I'm about to say for the 2nd time tonight, the first one after his brother, Ryan Bray, able to knock him away earlier, and that put that defensive 6 points on the board for Colmesneil. That's all they've got. If they've got an opportunity here, Michael, with 5 minutes, they'll start this possession moving from right to left. The ball is on their own 40. They're standing way back there, though, in the huddle. Not really they don't really run a play clock here in Alumni. Sometimes they do. This one they're not. They're just telling them, hey, you guys, hurry up. Again, 1st down and 10 from their own 40 from right to left.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Tant under center. Eludes one defender. Pass over to the right side. Up has his man at the 40. And that's a first down in Warrior territory. Great reception on the play into the hands of number 17, Ryan Bray. The Bray brothers bringing the action here late in the fourth.
This is a Bray game now. This is a Bray game.
Fans in front of us saying it's a Bray game. It's a Bray day, baby.
Bray.
Bray day.
Yeah.
Quickly in a no huddle, first down and 10. After the 20-yard pickup on the pass, handoff to the left side with daylight. On the 25, still on his feet across the 20 in the red zone, and finally angling his way out of bounds. The ball carrier, Dalton Davis, said, "We're not done, baby." And that's a first down in the red zone for the hometown Colmesneil Bulldogs.
Yes! That's what I'm talking about, dog. I just seen the overspray and flick of all over Jay. I just see
Colmesneil
Defense lined up on sides.
on this drive alone has had more offensive yardage than they had the entire game.
The momentum shift to Colmesneil after Bray picked up his second fumble. It's first down and 10 inside the red zone on the Warrior 15. 10 under center, one back behind him. He'll hand off to that back on the misdirection. It's Brown. And Brown,
on the carry.
small positive yardage of 1. It'll be second down and a long 9. He got the ball up to the 15. That ball was actually on the 16 to start this one after that reception moments ago. Clock running, 4:10. The Bulldogs trail 8-6. They've got the ball and the momentum. Second down and a long 9. They've got to get to the 6 for the first down.
Sing me that song, boy.
The Bulldogs will break out of the huddle.
I got a good old friend.
Tan will be under center again. This time
Second down for the Bulldogs.
a tight formation with 2 receivers. Actually, no, it is none out there. They'll all go down. They will split 2 receivers to the left side. Punt fake once. And now Taint with the flag behind him. Runs over, angles his way out of bounds at the 10-yard line on the left side. There is a flag.
Gain of about 5.
And we'll see what this one is. It was a hold in the backfield. That's how Taint was able to get away. I believe that was a call, Michael.
Looks like
Holding.
there was a holding on the play on the Bulldogs. That's going to back them up about 10 yards. It's going to
Unfortunate play there for Colmesneil. Checking back into the game for the Bulldogs, Ryan Bray. Trying to bring back that Bray Day. What you know about that Bray Day, Michael?
Yeah, that Bray Day.
Bray Day.
Ryan Bray, class of 2019, so he just graduated.
Dalton Davis gingerly walking on the sidelines in front of us. What are we talking here? Was that a 15-yard penalty?
It's a 10-yard
10
penalty.
yard, yeah, there we go. I did spotted at the 25. Colmesneil can't afford that. There have been a lot of penalties on both sides of the ball deep in the red zone. Second down, and to bring up 19 now for Colmesneil. Taint under center with 2 receivers, actually triplets this time to the right.
19 for the Bulldogs.
Ryan Bray, one of them there, alongside 2 of his teammates. One receiver lone to the left. Taint avoids, passes over left side. This one down and sliding, and somehow able to come up with the catch right at the goal line. They'll mark him down. Wow, what a play into the hands
Jared Barclay.
of Jared Barclay.
Be a Bulldogs first down.
why they
on the
call him
1 yard
Hands.
line.
Ain't that so?
He came up here earlier. I was talking to Barclay. I said, "What's your nickname?" He thought about it. He said, "Call me Hands." He's living up to his nickname late in the game as he's giving him team some life here at the 1 yard line.
Oh, he's going up field.
Hands the man.
Baby. Oh, he's gone, son. Don't that motherfucker straight up the middle, son. Look at his hip, man.
Here we go. First down and goal, 1 yard to go.
12 men on the field.
12 men on the field.
And
for
12 men on the
Bulldogs.
field
They'll
here.
back 'em up.
Unfortunately, another critical penalty, Michael.
It's still going to be
Yeah,
first and goal
that's
from the 6 yard
Bryce
line.
Bray,
Put Dalton in.
but they broke the huddle. He would have been fine had he come out before the huddle broke and headed to the sideline, but they broke the huddle with 12 men, and
Let's go.
Well, may could be a blessing. It's a 5-yard penalty.
Run,
The clock at 3 minutes and ticking, now under.
Gang!
First down and goal
You got this,
from
Jake.
the
I know you got
6.
cramps, but it'll be all right.
Colmesneil.
Power through it, son.
You can have a walk-off in baseball.
Oh, it's
This is about as close as you get here in football, Michael. 2:43 to go. Clock ticking. Tain under center will hand off to his back to the left side. Daylight. Pay dirt. They've got the 6-yard touchdown run. 6-yard touchdown run, and the Bulldogs are growling, fired up. 6 yards on that run by Mike Barker. We'll look at it on the replay.
Oh, you ready? Fella, no touchdown. I'm better face down, mate.
Colmesneil will take the first lead of the afternoon with 2:35 to go in this game. Michael, an exciting finish here in this one. They heard us from up here when we were saying things were moving slow. They said we gotta make sure that Michael up there's getting rowdy.
Yeah, make sure. Mike Baker, class of 2013.
All right, now hand that phone, boy. I'll see you.
Bulldogs line up to kick an extra point.
The kick will be attempted by Kyle Tant. The holder, maybe Bryce Raines, if that's number 5, and Raines will fake it. He'll get the direct snap. He won't get in on the 2-point conversion.
Conversion is no good.
Should have jumped. All right, we got
With 2:35 to go in the ball game, the Bulldogs take a 5-point advantage, 12-8. A drive that started on their own 40, capped off by a 6-yard touchdown run to Barker to give them that 12-8 advantage here in this ball game, Michael.
I got my ass ate up. That didn't come directly. Stayed on the ground.
Great offensive production in this series by the Bulldogs. And Warren back on their heels.
Boy, we were hoping to see some excitement up here. You want it not just for, us broadcasting. You want it for the community and for these ball players. And even going down, this brings a little excitement to Warren. They said, "Man, we got to find some rhythm now. Now this is a ball game." Made it fun, made it interesting here. That's why it's so important. You want to get out here and play. Gridiron Glory does it like nobody else. George Cox looking to grow and expand what he does. He's been around for a long time with Gridiron Glory. Committed to bringing the best memories to these guys. And as you saw earlier, a skirmish, which will happen, but quickly breaking it up. We saw the guys down there shaking hands, and we're back to football, and it has been a good, fun, clean game since then. It's been a fun one, Michael.
It has been. It's been a pleasure to be a part of it. Number 17, Ryan Bray, will kick it off for the Bulldogs. Back deep for the Warriors, TC Forsyth and Esway. Forsyth will pick it up.
Now left toe to leather. Forsyth had it. There is a flag back there, though, before he took off. And Forsyth able to get it up to the 25-yard line. I thought I saw laundry down there, Michael.
Warriors first down.
And I did not. I guess something flew out of a pocket. I thought I saw some laundry.
Somebody have been throwing a water bottle there on the sidelines because I've caught it a couple of times thinking it was a flag.
The Warren Warriors alumni trailing at 12-8, 2:25 to go. This has been a very exciting finish here in this edition of Gridiron Glory Alumni Football. I talked earlier how much we appreciate all of the folks here in this area, in Colmesneil, for allowing us to be here. Ross McMurray, the athletic director in this wonderful 2A school. Well, for the entire district for that, but here today at Taylor Field, a 2A facility. And we said it, Michael, a beautiful facility here. And I've been in some 4A and even some smaller 5As that don't have this nice of a box up here, to be quite honest.
Yeah, absolutely. You're absolutely right.
First down and 10 from their own 25.
And it's going to be a
From left to right. Sweep over to Esway, and Esway is stopped immediately. Maybe a loss on the play. Coming up with the tackle, Bryce Bray. Bringing the Bray Day, baby.
On the tackle for the Bulldogs.
Someone threw it on the ground.
That's going to bring up a second.
Michael, interesting here, really no hustle with the clock running near 2 minutes. And not a lot of hustle here by Warren. After the 2-yard loss, it'll bring up 2nd down and 12. And I still can't believe this, Michael. Warren is not really trying to get a playoff fast here. I still don't understand, Michael.
Yeah, they're in no hurry.
I mean, you're taking, 30, 40 seconds off the clock here, and everyone just walking back to the ball.
No.
Maybe a little fatigue or maybe some design trickery.
Under center, 2nd down and long. Pass back.
Carry for the Warriors.
And the ball carry for the Warriors to the left side. Boy, dragging the whole team with him is still on his feet. They haven't blown the whistle, and now they do, and that'll take a lot of time off that critical clock right now. They're to the left side. Didn't even catch who that ball carrier was. Take a little bit of time to get up. There's several players down. That was, once again, Esway. And the clock is stopped, though, with 1:11 to go. I still don't get that, Michael. You burn almost a minute off the clock through the long snap and then that play there.
Yeah, no sense of urgency. They're going to take a timeout.
Well, if Colmesneil can hold on to the lead, we'll talk to one of their players. I've already got my pick for player of the game. It'll be Bryce May with 2 fumble recoveries and that recovery for 6 points in the end zone. Bryce Bray, the 2017 alum. Colmesneil 12, Warren 8 here in the 4th quarter, 1:11 to go. Bryce Bray for Colmesneil. Do what? Yeah, at the end. I'm going to go down there. They're going to do a prayer at the end. And this is if Colmesneil wins. They'll do a prayer at the end. After they break that prayer, then announce it. And it's Bryce Bray. 2 fumble recoveries, one of them for that touchdown in the end zone. 3rd down and 10.
3rd and 10 for the Warriors.
We're just having a discussion. You may have picked up on that. Sorry about that in the background with who our unanimous selection was for player of the game. And it all depends. I don't want to count out the Warriors here. Trickeration play over the middle. And this one, boy, he had a man wide open there at the 45. That could have been.
Flag on the ground.
There is a flag on the field.
Could have been a touchdown if he would have made a connection. But you're right, Michael. Flag back there, though, around the 25. Probably a holding penalty against the Warriors. We'll see if that's the call.
Miscommunication. Somebody ran the wrong route.
No, ineligible. What was the call there? I thought
Looks like there was an illegal man downfield.
Yeah,
for
illegal
the
man
offense.
downfield.
The penalty is declined. That's going to bring up a 4th and 10 for the Warriors.
Well, really the final opportunity here for the Warriors with 1:04 to go. I keep going back to the time that it took off that clock on that first play. When you're trailing and the time is not on your side, you've really got to show some quick speed and aggressiveness. And not to harp on him, but I just didn't see it from Warren here on this drive. They'll try to convert. If they get it here, that's going to bring a whole new daylight back to this ball game for them. Maybe the final opportunity for Warren. Warren Warriors, 4th down and 10 from their own 25 on the left hash. Borderland in shotgun with one back to either side. One receiver to the left, man in motion from top to bottom. High snap, jumps up, has it. Dancing around the 15. Punt fakes once. Oh, blocking the back, no call there. He fumbles the ball. Colmesneil has it. They fall on it at the 20. And once again, this time it's Ryan Bray. And it's been Bray Day here in the last 5 minutes for Colmesneil.
A That will be a turnover. It's going to set up a 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Well, Ryan not to outdo his brother, or Bryce not to outdo his brother. Ryan says, I'm going to get me one, buddy.
Damn right, Dina K.
Well, 3 fumbles recovered by the Bray brothers.
Let's go, Sean.
First down and 10 for Colmesneil, holding on to a 4-point advantage, 53 seconds to go. First down and 10. They'll have the ball for the 9th time this afternoon. In the shy of the red zone on the Warrior. What do you call that, Michael? 22. They'll take a knee, and that'll run the clock down, and one more should do it.
Seconds.
And in this ball game, we're going to have co-MVPs. So we'll have co-MVPs in this game. The Bray brothers, both of them. That may be a first time here on SHN Sports as the knee is taken. And that should do it. Your final with 15 seconds to go. I don't want to get ahead of myself, Michael. What a game here. The final 5 minutes, the action came from Colmesneil taking care of business in this one. Boy, great game, Michael.
Outstanding. Fun game. First half pretty much dominated by Warren. Second half pretty much dominated by Colmesneil. Colmesneil puts a few more points on the board than Warren did and take the victory.
Well, Michael, I'll make my way down. If there's any thoughts, I'll leave your microphone hot if there's anything you'd like to say just for a few moments. And I'll make my way down there. They will do a prayer. You can kind of describe that because it's something really neat that you see here. Just one of the awesome things with George Cox and Gridiron Glory, they always do the Lord's Prayer after each game. And that's awesome to see that, so you'll definitely want to see that. You can chat a little bit if you'd like on that. I'll head down. We will interview both the Bray brothers, the co-MVPs of this Gridiron Glory contest. Michael, take it away, partner.
All right. Well, they're congratulating each other on the victory. Good sportsmanship. You never do wrong by good sportsmanship. Even though we saw some chippiness and ended up in a couple of ejections from the game, but immediately afterwards, players from both sides showing good sportsmanship and going through and fist bumping and letting them know, hey, everything's cool. And let's go on and let's play some football. So now they gather around and they're going to take a knee and spend some time in prayer. And as they all gather around and celebrate this victory together and then share it together in prayer. And a wonderful spirit of brotherhood as Rob makes his way down to the field. Some fellowshipping together. A little bit of interference from the crowd mic. And we'll try to get that cleared up for you. Players together bow their heads in prayer.
Okay, guys, we'd like to thank everybody for coming out. We'd like to thank the Alumni Association for putting this game together. Tonight we had 2 players that stood out in this game, and they're actually brothers. we have Ryan and Bryce Bray, who are going to be elected co-MVPs of this game.
Ryan and Bryce Bray, co-MVPs of tonight's game, as Colmesneil comes up with the 12-8 over Warren. Oh, yeah. The teams break the huddle, and they're going to come back, celebrate the win. Rob going to visit with the Bray brothers.
We'd like to thank everybody for handling things in a sportsmanlike manner. Y'all have a safe trip home. Good night.
Well, Michael, do you? No, you're good, man. It's not over the PA, so we're good. We're just live on the video right now. Michael's got me up there. Nathan zoomed in. Thumbs up. He's got me. Well, I'm down here with our co-MVP of the game, number 17, Ryan Bray. Picked up a fumble. How awesome was it to be out here on the gridiron again and playing with your brother, man? Come on. How awesome is that to get that co-MVP honor, my friend?
I mean, it's good. It's the first time I got to play with him in a while. First time I got to start with him, actually. I just had to show him I couldn't let him beat me.
Is this your first time playing alumni football here for Gridiron?
Yes, sir. I just graduated.
Awesome. We'll talk about just being out here. Man, you're a young buck. Normally these guys have been out here for a while. What's it like out here getting to play with some of these older guys, man?
It's fun. More physical football than I've expected. I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, I was scared of playing with Harrison Brown and Dalton Davis, man. They used to give me hell. I used to be scared. But it was pretty good. I'm glad I got to play again with these other guys. I mean, they're all more athletic than I was. So
Awesome. Well, hey, man, camera's actually right up there, way up high on you. Who do you don't like the camera? Well, who do you want to send some love to tonight, man?
my mom and my dad and my family that came out here and watched me play, and like the people that let me play.
Awesome. Well, the good news is this will be on here for memories for you guys to go back and enjoy. Congratulations. Heck of a game, young man. One of our co-MVP. We'll talk it over with the brother now. Coming up here, number 22, Mr. Bryce May. 2 fumble recoveries. You got one of them, man, down there in the end zone to give your team this lead. With 5 minutes to go, talk a little bit about this game, young man.
Well, I saw it and I got it. It was great to play with my brother and all that. But I'm autistic, and it's great to come back here and play when I never got the chance to play.
Brother, I got to give it to you. Heck of a game tonight. One final question. What do you want to say to your team after this victory? You played your heart out, buddy.
I love y'all. I hope we can play again.
Awesome. Let's give it up one more time. Great man right here. Appreciate the Bray brothers. They took care of business. Congratulations, young man. A heck of a game tonight. As we wrap this one up, Michael, I'll send it back up to you, but a great game tonight for the Bulldogs here as really 5 minutes to go. They took care of business and won this game. Michael, I'll send it back up to you, and we will sign this one out once I get back up there, buddy. Back to you.
All right. Colmesneil Bulldogs take the win tonight, 12-8 over the Warren Warriors. Great game tonight. Thank you for tuning in to Gridiron Glory Football. And we'll see you next time. Rob gets back up here, and he'll do his sign-off as he normally does, and he is on his way up. It's been great to be a part of this action with the great voice and man, Rob Hipp, and working with our cameraman, Nathan Height. Great to be with these two gentlemen. Rob making his way back to the press box. Congratulations once again to both Ryan and Bryce Bray on co-MVP honors were given. And Rob back with us to close it out.
Well, I've walked the steps a few times, so I'm not out of breath like I used to be, but a little bit here. Man, you got to give it up to those brothers. I know they didn't really want to chat too long on the camera. That's why I didn't want to, put it on there too long, but we definitely wanted to chat with them. Great two brothers. Man, how awesome is that to see those two brothers down there playing and for both of them to get co-MVP honors, man.
It's great, and they both enjoyed that. So that was good, and they both played deservingly well for that award.
Well, this is the first time in Gridiron Glory alumni history, Michael, that I've been able to keep everything on one piece of paper. It was a quick game, each team touching the ball 9 times as we went back and forth. Of course, the co-players of the game, number 17, Ryan Bray. Ryan Bray, the 2019 alum who I talked to who just graduated, and then the 2017 alum, Bryce Bray, with those 2 fumbles, one of them in the end zone for 6 points, and then they punched in that other 6 to take the lead in this game. And, man, great job tonight. Colmesville, didn't want to leave Barker out of the mix. Mike Barker had that 6-yard touchdown run, a drive that started the 8th drive, and man, that was under 5 minutes, 2:35 to go, and able to punch that one in and give his team that final 12-8 victory. Michael, I know you've chatted a little bit. Real quickly, your final thoughts before we close this one out, buddy.
It's my first time. It's an enjoyable game, enjoyable atmosphere, good family atmosphere. So, hearing these parents and fans around talking about the game and just having fun, kind of going back and forth at each other. But overall, it was a great atmosphere.
Awesome. Enjoyed every moment of it. We appreciate George Cox and Gridiron Glory Alumni Football. Remember, friends, if you want to get back on the gridiron, all you got to do, go to gridironglory.com. We want to thank all of those from Warren who came out to play here in Colmesville, and especially want to thank Colmesneil as well. Wonderful staff up here, wonderful guys that we had an opportunity to chat with. Again, Ross McMurray, the athletic director here for Colmesville ISD. Mike Barker, Kyle Tant, Harrison Brown, Jared Barclay, they were all captains tonight on their respective teams. And Mike was actually known, I didn't say this, he said his nickname is the Beast from the Southeast. And he brought that Beast from the Southeast there on that final under 3 minutes to play. So
right,
that's the end of this one here. We'll can't wait to broadcast the next one for you. If you're looking for broadcasts, just visit us at shnsports.com. We have many options available for coverage, including multiple camera angles and things like that as well. We always bring one angle here, but we can put on a production and really help you guys out. And most importantly, Gridiron Glory is where you want to be if you want to get back on the ball field. So remember, please hit that subscribe button. Once again, your happy final score tonight, Colmesneil victorious over Warren 12-8. We'll catch you next time. Remember, friends, as I end every broadcast, reminding you tonight, we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We need each other. Provide a word of encouragement. Lend a hand of support. Somebody out there needs you. One final time, your score, Colmesneil 12, Warren 8. Congratulations to the victors, and congratulations to all these players for being out here on the gridiron. Gridiron Glory Alumni Football presented by SHN Sports. Good night, and God bless from Colmesneil, Texas. I'm Rob Hipp for Michael, Francis, Nathan Hyde. Good night, everyone.